We talk about site blocking. Just blocking, is it possible? No. Because site blocking by itself is good, but somehow the online infringers, they can always find redirect site, mirror site, proxy site that can circumvent or bypass the blocking by the ISP. And we talk about the takedown notice. We also mentioned takedown, is it good? Yes, but by itself it is not enough. We need to make sure the unauthorized content are taken down and stay down. Then the third area we share in the morning is about the copyright law. So for the right holders, we always wanted the government to revise the law to increase the civil and also the criminal liability to protect the right holders' benefit. It's always like this. But we also mentioned today, because when we talk about online piracy, it's always transnational problem. That means if the server is in South Korea, the criminal for certain is not in South Korea, it's in other countries, and vice versa. If the operator is in South Korea, for certain the server won't be here, it will be in other, countries. So that means even the government is revising the law, increasing the civil liability or criminal liability of the infringers. Still, nothing happened. Because when you turn out to the law enforcement, they are going to say sorry because it is located overseas. Or if you are going to initiate your civil action, simply you cannot find the operator. Who is the operator? So today this panel is on then how to set a strategy to reduce online piracy. You guys here is to make money. We are here to protect your money. So it's about the strategy. We are not talking about to 100% solve the problem, but we need to know how to reduce and minimize your damage. The first thing is about, before we have the strategy, we need to know the philosophy of the criminal. Now, actually, cyber criminal, online infringers are in no difference to ordinary criminals. Lawmakers are rational. Sorry, I used it to stand up and walk around. So criminals are rational. On one hand, actually, they are on balance of whether if I'm a criminal and I commit a crime, I'm going to consider whether I will be caught by the police, whether I will be caught by the law enforcement. And about the sentence, for example, if I upload a single movie, I am going to put into jail a life term for my whole life. I'm not there to upload a single movie. So on one hand, if I'm a criminal, I'm going to balance about whether I will be caught and face the punishment. But on the other hand, I'm going to consider how much I gain. Today, maybe you don't aware, but just a single infringing website, if the traffic is over 2 million per month, their online advertisement is huge. Tens and thousands of US dollars a month just from online advertising income. Content is free now. In the past, if the netizen want to see or download a movie or download a musical album, maybe he or she has to pay $2 US or $1 US. But today, all contents are free. The infringers, they are not aimed for money from the netizen. They are aimed for high traffic so that they can earn more money from online advertising. So therefore, if we know about this rationalism about criminal, what we are going to do? Of course, if the government is going to increase the law, heavy sentencing, that's good. But think about this. If we can find a way to reduce the income of those online infringers, still, because they are rational people. Criminal, they are rational. If they make no money, they are not going to upload a TV channel every day. They are not going to upload to give you guys, to give the netizen free the latest Hollywood movies. No. So based on this philosophy, that's how the right holder can save themselves. We are bleeding. I feel the pain. we need to do something to minimize the damage. One is to maximize the cost. That means make the online infringers more difficult to have high traffic. Like what? Ask the hosting provider, the server may be hosted in Singapore on an ISP, approach the ISP, ask the hosting provider, please don't host this unlawful website. They are causing us losing money. They actually, apart from those corporate infringement, almost all the infringing websites, they are malware sites. They have virus, malware, this kind of thing. So first of all, ask hosting providers, stop hosting the site. Second, talk about VPN, CDN. In South Korea, there are so many popular, of course, those sites are not located in South Korea, but they are very popular in South Korea because their language is in Korean. So most of them are actually running behind Cloudflare CDN. Approach those VPN service provider, approach Cloudflare CDN provider. Actually, they are legitimate service provider. Ask them to cease or to not to provide service to those infringing websites. And then approach the registrar to suspend the domain name. In Hong Kong, in other countries, if the infringer wants to set up a website or set up a peer-to-peer network using domain name, they need to have a domain name. They need to pay the money to the registrar or registrar to subscribe for a domain name. So approach the registrar or registrar to suspend the domain name. Final is, suppose some website, they have the donate button. Well, they ask for some donation from the users through PayPal, Visa card, MasterCard, this kind of thing. Approach the payment gateway, stop their account. Just maximize their cost. Another part is to minimize their profit. That's what the right holders can do. First of all, because the main income for the infringing website are coming from online advertisement, approach the advertising agent, approach the advertising network, and then approach the brand owners. Ask them not to, place the advertisement on those infringing websites. And also, most of the time today, most popular infringing websites, they have a social network account. Facebook, Twitter, in China, WeChat account. So therefore, go to talk to the social network. Ask them to delete or to remove those social network accounts. And then, of course, site blocking. This morning we talked about site blocking, South Korea. In Asia Pacific, we have South Korea, Australia, Singapore, Indonesia, Malaysia, all have site blocking measures. Some are coming from the government, some are coming from the court. The judge passed a court order. So putting it all together, now that's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Actually, for the right holders, we can do 8 measures. That's to maximize their cost or to minimize their income. So one thing that I want to highlight is that, now for example, search engine, what do you mean? That means we go to Google, we go to Baidu search engine, we go to Shougou. Baidu and Shougou is the 2 most popular search engines in mainland China. We talk to the search engine. Demote those infringing websites from your search result. That means if the netizen key in www.thepiracy.com, no, he cannot find from Google search engine, he cannot find from Baidu, he cannot find from Shougou. Then registrar, domain name suspension, advertising network, agent, stop to put those advertisements on the platform, pass-through network, CDN, site blocking, PayPal, Visa, MasterCard, social network, hosting provider. All together, even though we are not talking about arrest the criminal or close down the website. Using these methods, no income for the infringing websites. Criminals are rationals. No income, that means there is no incentive for the infringers to update the contents every day, to upload each and every TV channels every day. Now, give you an example. In the past, all these 8 measures we are doing on an ad hoc basis. That means when we find an infringing website, we are going to identify the network behind, and then we ask the network, advertising network, brand owners, ask them, please don't put your logo, please don't put your customer's logo onto this particular website. Now, from airport to scheme. In Hong Kong, now we have a scheme, it's called the IWL, Infringing Website List. It's just a database. It is created by the right holder. Music industry, movie industry, TV, publication, we join hands together. So we develop this. We set up a criteria. That means if the website matches with this criteria, then it is regarded as a structural infringing website. That means the website is almost 100% infringing contents. I'm not talking about Google or Facebook or YouTube. Those websites are almost 100% completely infringing contents. Then we join hands, we develop a database, we share this database with the advertising agent, advertising network, and also the brand owners, and also the government. Now, in the Asia Pacific, the IWO we have Hong Kong, Malaysia, Indonesia, Vietnam, Taiwan. Actually, all these countries, we are adopting a model. We adopt the model from the UK police. It's called the PICU model. Because initially, it is the UK police, they set up this database, IWL database. And it is led by the police. Now, in Asia Pacific, most countries, actually in South Korea, we also have this kind of IWL, but it is led by the private sector as well as the government. Now, think about this. If we have a central database here, it is on the infringing website. That means not only on the advertising network, we can also use this database to talk to the hosting provider. We can also use this database to talk to the CDN. We can use this database to talk to the payment process. We can use the same database to talk to search engine, because this database is a trustworthy database. It is coming from the right holder, which is all the websites are matched with certain criteria. Now, just to show you, these are all the countries in the UK police, and in Sweden. Sweden is all this IWL is led by a copyright institute, is called the Rights Alliances, also a private sector. Then in Vietnam, Hong Kong, Taiwan, South Korea, and last week 2 more countries have this IWL, Malaysia and Indonesia. So what we are going next? The IWL aims to what? Aims to identify the site, infringing site, which is popular in that countries. So in Hong Kong, we select the most popular infringing website that most Hong Kong netizens like to go. The same in South Korea. The website that the right holder select or identify that they are popular website located overseas, not in Korea, but the language is in Korean. So they identify this website and use this website and ask the right holder, ask the advertising network not to provide advertisement on this website. The same in Vietnam, in South Korea. Think about this. If different countries have this database, why not sharing this database with other countries? That means all the database in UK, in Sweden, Vietnam, Hong Kong, Taiwan, South Korea is going to switch, is going to exchange the list. That means sooner or later in different countries, they are carrying a very big and consistent database. This will what? Will further decrease the income of those infringing websites. So that's what I want to share with you about this. I think the key takeaway is this. Set up this database, but it is not only on advertisement. It can also use in all these entities. Right holders has to do something to minimize the damage. Thank you.